Oh no, we're back again. This guy on a camera. What's going on, everybody? It's Joe Donahue. Welcome to the first pit walk of Pennsylvania Speedweek 2024. This is a tradition we like to do. We like to introduce you to all the cars who are going to be running in the 10 race schedule of Pennsylvania Speedweek. I got Matt Faust behind the camera. Why don't we start walking and check out who's here tonight? Fan favorite and crowd favorite to win Pennsylvania Speedweek, the 39M Macri Motorsports machine. This is Anthony Macri. He's back in his home neck of the woods as the defending champion of this event, and he's looking for maybe a double up this time. Beside him, the Shuttlesworth number 23. This is Devin Borden's ride. He went home for a little while in Washington, but he's back out here. He's over there getting ready to race this car. This is a car that we're expecting to do well this week. Next to him, Steve Buckwalter. Not going to be running a full schedule, but the 17B car is here, and he is coming off of a win at this racetrack in this machine, so we'll be excited to see if he can keep that momentum going and maybe pull a little bit of an upset tonight. Aside of him, out of Port Royal, this is the mayor of that town. This is Dylan Cisney. Oh, watch behind you, Matt. And he's in his own car, number 5. Could be a contender for some good races. I'm not sure if he's doing the whole speed week. I'm pretty sure he's not. But here's one guy who is in the 5W, the Allbach racing machine, sponsored by Old Milwaukee. This is a fan favorite here in this crowd. His father raced with the PA Posse. This is Lucas Wolf's ride for the whole 10 nights. And then beside him, he's not going to run this car every night, but he is going to run every night. Freddie Raymer in the Eichelberger number 8 machine. The other car he runs is his own 51, and this car's got a lot of history with some wins and championships at this facility. Aside of him, a Port Royal regular who doesn't come to Williams Grove very often, but he is here tonight. This is usually his one or maybe one of 2 nights that he comes out to the Grove. This is Mike Wagner in the 55 car. And then beside him, the Chiapelli Motorsports number 98, a longtime member of the PA Posse, Jarrett Cavallette behind the wheel, and I believe he's a year into this ride. This car is a little worse for wear, but it still looks pretty good. I like this livery. Aside of him, running the full schedule of PA Speedweek in the Soracatch number 35 car is going to be Austin Bishop. He's got a win already this season at Selinsgrove. Matt behind the camera picked him as a dark horse for a couple wins this week, so we'll see how well he does. And then aside of him, not running every night of the week in the Shearer number 12, Lance DeWeese has been able to start picking up wins this season. Definitely a favorite to get a W here tonight. Aside of him, Justin Whittall. We saw him win at Port Royal earlier this season, and he is out of New Jersey coming out with us, and he's going to be here, I'm pretty sure, the whole week. Maybe a few nights if he'd miss any, but I'm pretty sure he's going to run the whole thing. Not sure of the schedule, but I know this guy went to Western PA Speed Week. This is Ryan Smith's number 6 car for BJD Motorsports. And aside of him is going to be a dark horse for Selinsgrove out of Liverpool's TJ Stutz machine. He's got himself a win. He's got a couple track records in this car, so he's definitely fast and one to watch for. Aside of him not running every night of the week, but he's running a couple in this car, which is his number 33W. He's running a couple with BK Motorsports. This is going to be Michael Walter. And then aside of him running the whole schedule, Kyle Reinhardt, originally out of New Jersey. He is now residing in Abbottstown in the EasyGo Capital Custom Trailers machine. He is a mechanical engineer. We'll see what he can do. Cam Smith, fantastic driver, getting some wins for the Rick Lefevre number 75 so far this year. He is going to run most but not all of the races in this week-long show. Aside of him running every race and one to watch for wins and championship hopes, Danny Dietrich in the 48 for Gary Kaufman Racing. Aside of him, his first year with the 410 underneath it, it's Kyle Keene. This car is a nice little throwback to the car that I believe his grandfather owned. If you'll think way back, it was blue with yellow numbers. Tyler Walker drove it, Darren Pittman drove it, with Kyle Keene bringing out some blue and repping well. This car, Travis Esch owns it. Aaron Bollinger drives it, the Bollinger Septic Services. Now, this is the number 19 car. There are actually 2 cars that this team owns, and this is the one they bring to like BAPS and they bring here, and then Aaron will drive the green and black 5E, and he's sitting over there. We'll see if we can get a wave. There he is. Over here, we have the number 22M, new to the 410 group. This is Matt Miller's machine. He's been running this a few weeks here at the facility and looking to see if he can perform and maybe get into the main tonight. Aside of him in the 47K, this is Cody Lehman. We saw him win a race at Port Royal last year, and this is a car we see regularly at that racetrack and sometimes here, so we'll see how well he can do in that machine. And then alongside of him as well, we've got the Westbrook Racing number 1W. Jeff Halligan is the one behind the wheel of this machine tonight. We started off the season with Ryan Wilson in this car, and Jeff has jumped into it for at least this time. We'll go this way. Billy Dietrich's number 8 car. He owns this machine. He usually races at Lincoln, a favorite of the internet because he does YouTube videos as well. And then we have a short little walk over here to get to the next machine in the lineup. And this is going to be one of, if not the most famous car on the grid. Owned by Donnie Kreitz, wrenched on by Davey Brown, driven by Logan Wagner. This is the 69K machine. Sainer Brothers on the side of it means it's his. And Logan picked up a win at Port Royal a few weeks ago, and this car is definitely one that could very easily be in victory lane at the end of tonight. Aside of him, Tony Jackson's got his 88 car here. He's got his first season going with the 410, and he's been slowly on the incline. So this car could be one to watch out for. Behind him, Jesse Adard came all the way out. He races out on the West Coast with NARC, and he brought this thing all the way to Pennsylvania to race with us for PA Speedweek. Very exciting to see him here. He's actually come to PA Speedweek before. This car finally has a new motor in it. Kyle Moody had a couple weeks off because they had to get something new under the hood, but the 99M is back, and he will be ready to contest for some good finishes in PA Speedweek. Now, I don't know if it's his first race back this year, but I haven't seen him at a race yet this season. In 2024 is Chris Arnold in his own number 23 machine, so very happy to see him back. And then aside of that 23 car is the Hefner Racing Group, and Troy Wagaman going to be contesting the entire 10 race schedule in this machine, and definitely could be one we see doing well in the future. This is Cody Hartlob's ride for the week. He drives for Trone Outdoor in the 39, and he will be going all week long. Aside of him, used to race this car, but now he's running his own car alongside the Zemco machine. He's not going to be doing every night of the week. He's going to split some with his 2D, and he'll run the Zemco car at Port Royal. It will be Chase Dietz there. And then beside him is going to be the number 20 machine of Ryan Taylor. Now, Ryan's been running the track full season here at Williams Grove with this machine. I'm not sure how much more of the week he'll run than these races, but he should be there and should be at Port. Chad Trout, he is going to be running the Randy Wade Racing number 1X for a couple nights. I believe he's going to run the first half of the week and then probably won't see him again, but that is the 1X machine that he's been driving for a couple years. And at the very end, aside of his 358, there's Dylan Norris's number 17 running for his dad, Sean. And this car was out at Ohio Speed Week. He was running some IRA races. He ran a couple other events. That he's been on a tear of races outside of his home neck of the woods, and now he's back to contest for PA Speed Week. That is your tour of the pits, and it is time to get racing. Hopefully you're ready and as excited as we are for PA Speed Week. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next video.